Okay, so today's guidance is targeted towards Geminis, right? So chose the card. It's Gemini today. That will get some guidance, some full guidance here. This could be Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Doesn't have to be okay. Doesn't have to be like all of those. It could be just one of those, or as long as there's Gemini strongly in the chart. Now let's start off with the Tower and see what this story is for our Geminis today. Tower. It's in reverse, so let's see. It's so funny. This energy is that energy of when somebody like suddenly realizes, it could be like an epiphany or like an aha moment. I feel like it 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 was so unexpected, it was so unlikely, and whoever this is for, it's like all of a sudden you could see, oh my gosh, this is what that is. Like it's reality, and then it kind of opens a door to a new perspective, something that kind of just makes it seem like the world is full of possibilities. It comes off as that kind of energy. What is the Seven of Cups? So this feels like somebody that I'm getting a glum attitude, like a kind of down and depressed and sad attitude. Um, it feels like this person was kind of just, it's like they just accepted what was already planned for them, what was already set for them. It's like they knew that's what the situation was. I think this is that feeling where the reality of your life shows you that this is it. This is what you're dealt with. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to live it. And then it just feels like it's empty. It feels like there's something more. There's something you're yearning for. Um, what is the Five of Cups in reverse? So we have a King of Pentacles energy here. So I feel like this is somebody that's quite disappointed, quite sad. It feels like there's something they had wanted, and it could be it could be a connection. Um, they had wanted this, but I think their practical side, their reality told them, no, that's not a possibility. And that's the thing. The very first card says realization of, oh my God, it's a possibility. Like, I feel like this person all along thought that it was never a potential, never a possibility, but now they know it is. So let's see, what is the Chariot in reverse? This is somebody that is probably not taking action towards whatever this epiphany is, whatever this realization. They're not taking action towards it yet. They could be, changing, transitioning, shifting things in their life to work towards this. But I feel like this is somebody that's probably not taking action towards this yet. The fact that they know that this is a potential and a possibility is enough for them to start making changes, is what I'm getting, so that they can have whatever this is that they want. We have a Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it could be a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups. Um, and I feel like there's a potential for love here. I'm getting it two ways. Potentially this queen, I think they've told themselves that it's not a possibility or potential. They've told themselves that they just have to maybe accept what can't be, what they can't have, but they still feel what they feel. Another way I'm seeing it is that this King of Pentacles never really thought that it would be a possibility with this Queen of Cups. I think they never thought that it was. It's actually a mirroring energy. Like they feel the same way. Like they kind of accepted that it wasn't really something that would be possible, but they carry feelings as well. Just it feels like two people that were telling themselves this connection wasn't possible, but both feeling the way that they do. What is the Three of Swords in reverse? I'm getting it's been very difficult for both king and queen here, but I feel for this king, it's been difficult for them because I think they've been wanting to give some kind of enlightenment, some kind of clarity, but they've never had the chance to do that. I feel like it's been difficult for them, but now they realize it's actually something that they can get off their chest. It's actually something they can say. And that's what they're working towards. I feel that's what they're working towards, to be able to finally express something here. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Now, um, going into the guidance, this king is becoming a they're shifting into the King of Wands energy because they feel more confident now. I feel in the past this king went with what they thought was practical, went with what made sense, and I think they never really thought there was a possibility potentially with this Queen of Cups, but now they feel just confident and I think less stressed as well. It's like that feeling where you never knew that you could actually be, you never knew you could actually get the kind of happiness that you always wanted. It feels like that. Um, Thing is, it's going to take them time. It's going to take them time to probably get to the point where they finally express something because they seem to be making changes in their life. So they can't quite express what this is yet. And at the same time, I'm getting they don't want to, I don't know, lead this queen on. They don't want to, I guess, make empty promises is what I'm getting here. So they'd rather just keep silent, wait for the right time when they've made these changes, and then finally go towards it. Yeah. They're taking their time. They're not being drastic about it. It's like if they present an opportunity, they want it to be the biggest, brightest opportunity. Um, but they keep their eye out on, they keep an eye. They keep an eye on this queen. They try to check what is this queen doing, and I think they're trying to check if there was there would anyone right now or someone else. Um, they could be ending something for whatever this is. They could be ending something else to go towards this. And I feel like whatever it is that they need to be ending, they haven't even begun to do that. That's what yeah. It feels like they haven't even, so all of this is in their head, how they're planning this, how they want to do this, but they even begun to include the people that will be affected by this shift or change that they want to make. Okay. This probably potentially could happen, this connection that I'm seeing. It will happen when it's meant to happen. I think the energy is too strong between these two people for it not to have an opportunity. But I think it's one of those things where this king is probably thinking, well, let me work on what I need to work on, and when the time is right, then I'm gonna come in, and I'm gonna come in strong, right? But I'm seeing that it's difficult for them. It's difficult for them to not do something about the situation now. Another, it's difficult for them because they have to do all these things that are probably difficult to do. So it kind of is, that's why it's going to take time. Just those two things already will make it so that it takes time for everything to get plotted out and planned out the way that this king is imagining, so that it's the biggest brightest opportunity. Okay? So that's going to take time, and I feel like whether they are successful at this or not, um, they seem to they seem to believe that this is the best way to move forward. They seem to, it's like they've decided on their own, it has to happen this way, because if they try to imagine it another way, I feel like they feel it won't work out. They won't be able to have whatever this is. So I do feel they're keeping it to themselves. It's in their head. They're overthinking it actually, and they're quite stressed about it. But I really feel like this is somebody that needs to handle something first, before going to what they never thought was a possibility. Um, and until that's handled, like this is not gonna even begin to be explored. That's really just how it's coming off. So I feel like, you know, the eventuality of the potential here is strong, but it probably will take time. So whether you're this king or this queen, life needs to play out the way that it needs to play out. And if it's meant to happen, then it just will.